Ta-da! We're finished.
I'm going to try not to kill us when we drive out of here.
Yeah. So one complaint about the race is there was no finish line photographer. There were two or three photographers camped out on the course at different spots. Literally camped out. One guy had like a lawn chair and an ice chest and everything.
Which he was smart to do.
Yeah, I don't know how he got it out there.
Right.
Put it next to a road. He was out in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
Maybe airdropped it in. So, like we said in the other video, awesome race, well supported, a lot of people. I think 900 total people signed up for this race. They didn't all show up because there were 400 people in the 50K and there were not 400 runners at the start. If I had to guess, I'd say 250, maybe.
That burger on that sign looks good, so I'm thinking burger.
I was thinking we'd go to Moab Diner and one of us get the burger and onion rings and one of us gets pancakes.
That's a good idea.
And then we split them.
That's a good idea.
So we're on our way back to our hotel rooms. Rooms plural. Look, there's a cowboy standing there with his head down. He is sad.
Oh. I was like, I don't know what you're looking at.
So anyway, we're gonna drive home. We'll get some on the road footage.
That's where we just. Okay, car.
There's where we were running on that road, and then we went up that, all the way up to there, and then eventually all the way up there. Not that it's
You can see the trail where we just came down, and it is a hilly little. Look at the the humps. It's just constant humps.
Humps. So you can see we're high enough over there that there's snow.
Yeah, it's the edge of the Rockies.
So, I don't really got anything else to say. Fun race. The pain part sucked, but the time definitely sucked.
Yeah, you can see like 8 something.
8:42.
Okay.
There are people who finished behind us.
Yep.
There always will be people who finish behind us. We've never been DFL, and I don't think we ever will be because, well, there's just some really slow people that sign up for races, which is our saving grace. Now, the number of people who finish behind us goes down as the distance goes up.
Right.
So on a 5K, I'm around the 75 percentile mark. In a 10K, I'm closer to the 60% mark. In a half marathon, more like 50% mark. Marathon, probably 70%. At a guess, 70%. And in this bad boy, I'm going to go on a limb and say 90%. But you know, somebody has to finish last. Look at that. You guys missed our stonepecker and termite jokes earlier.
Yeah, see, I have 46.33 kilometers.
I'm working this bitch down to 50 kilometers.
Yeah, I am too. It kiss my ass.
Well, there's no way that they measure. I mean, as much windy and turny as that was, there's no way they lost 4 kilometers on it.
Right.
We just need to recalibrate. A longer distance, maybe. You know, run 20K and see what it measures. A measured 20K.
Right.
So, when we get back, we're going to take a little break, obviously, of, at least a day or two. And then we're going to start or pick back up our 50-mile training and then see where we're at for Rocky. There's no way we could finish a 50-mile today in 16 hours. or 15 hours. I think that's what the cutoff is for running.
Yeah, but, in our defense, you've said that about every terminated distance. There's no way we can do the next distance up in the X amount of time. So.
Yeah. Except here we have hard cutoffs.
Yes. We beat the cutoffs for this reason.
We did, but it's a pretty generous cutoff.
Given the terrain, I don't know that it is.
Given the 50 miles finished before us, and granted the 50 milers had an hour head start. For them, that's significant.
Yes.
I mean, that's honestly like 7 extra miles they did before we even started. Which means they only finished 13 miles ahead of us, realistically. Which actually is not all that bad if you think about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is what we talk about when we run.
Beeping.
I don't have my seatbelt on. Uh-oh. I mean, I do have my seatbelt on, but it's not registering correctly because otherwise I'm breaking the law.
Yeah.
It's a passenger airbag or something. There's an error with the airbag.
I guess I shouldn't run us, down this
But I'm covered in so much sweat and dust. It's like sandpaper.
Well, and salt. It's very, very salty. Your pack had like this salt formation on it. It was very interesting. Yeah, in the back. It's lower back.
I didn't think I was sweating that much, but obviously I was.
Didn't seem like it. I mean, I'm not just
Look at
soaked to the bone.
Those people are sliding down the hill.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
funny.
How fun.
When I was a kid, we used to do that over
These rocks.
overpasses, where the side of the slope would be all covered in grass.
Yeah, yeah.
And we'd go by this furniture store and steal their big head and steal them and throw them out.
Right.
So we'd take their big slabs of concrete and we would slide down the grass. That's what poor people do for fun.
The top of my foot is very angry right now.
And we recycled the cardboard, so we didn't recycle the cardboard. We would take it back and throw it back in the trash can.
Well, that
It wasn't going to be recycled.
at Riverside Park, they built these artificial little pyramid, ground formations that then they put astroturf over. And that's what kids do. They will get some kind of box or cardboard or some material and they will slide down them because that's what kids do. It's not.
Well, look at the sun coming through that canyon.
It will slide down anything and everything.
Lighting up that.
It's so pretty out here. I mean, even though we just came
There's the
through
canyon.
and ran alongside of this for hours and hours, 8.5+ hours of rock, it's still just.
We should start a new show called Runners in Cars. Like comedians in cars.
Uh-huh.
So this is a piece of crap rental car. I don't even know what it is.
It's a Chevy
it's gray.
Cruise?
Cruise, I guess that they spell it stupid, right? It's like C-R-U-Z.
C-R-U-Z.
Of course, because, why bother spelling anything correctly?
It's a Chevy. I don't much care for it. I like Chevys, but not big Chevys.
Okay, so this would be a special video. We're going to start at Runners in Cars #1.
Okay.
We'll post it on our YouTube channel. Not that anybody visits
Post-race
our
videos.
YouTube channel.
Pre- and post-race videos?
And just for the record, our YouTube channel is not for you. You're more than welcome to enjoy it, but it's for us, so that we have the memories, after the memories fade, of being able to come back and watch these videos, revitalize our memories, and re-experience the fun we had.
Or the not so much fun.
Or the not so much fun. I'm not going to say every run is fun. Obviously, every run's not fun.
I think that's that same Colorado car that I passed this morning. Driving slow.
Well, he's got a handicap sticker.
I know.
Obviously, it's a mental handicap.
I don't think you can say that.
I can say that. People can be mentally handicapped and still get a driver's license. There's nothing preventing that. All you have to do is be able to pass the test.
No, but you're making the leap that mental handicap means that they're slow drivers. And by mental handicap. It means there's
Maybe they just process things slowly, so they have to drive slowly because they don't have reaction times.
I'm fairly certain that we just, got ourselves in the
So we may have
pissed off some
upset
SJWs.
all the mentally handicapped people who watch our videos. And obviously mentally handicapped is an actual
it's not
problem.
them. They
It's
wouldn't
nothing
care.
you can do. Well, unless you get mentally handicapped because you sniff pain or
It's
decide to hang glide without a hang glider or something.
SJWs.
I don't even know what that means. I'm not up on all
Social
that.
justice warriors. It's the people that take issue on behalf of other people who get mad just because. Even though they're not the ones that are being insulted, they're insulted on your behalf. So,
but realistically, mentally handicapped people could have a problem understanding that they've been insulted. Not that I was insulting anybody, but there are some causes where a social justice warrior could actually serve some good. It's the ones who are culturally appropriating. Those people piss me off.
I don't know. Okay, so I wore these the entire
Not the people
time.
who culturally appropriate. The people who get upset because somebody culturally appropriated. Oh my God, you're wearing a dress that was made in another country. Maybe I like the dress. It doesn't have to be a dress because, I don't typically wear dresses as far as I'm going to admit on video. Because I'd make a really ugly woman. Make a really big ugly
I'm
woman.
not touching that.
No, you're not touching that because this is all mine, baby. I don't know where we were.
I was saying that I wore my earphones
Oh, look,
the whole time.
my headphones.
Yeah, well,
I've been in my buff for 30-something miles.
right.
Whatever it actually ends up being. For this 50K, my headphones have been in my buff. Didn't.
I did for like 1 or 2 segments, very short segments. Just because, in general, I like to associate a song with a location, and so I was hopeful that just there's a few stretches of that run that some new songs came up, and maybe the next time I hear that song, it'll take me back to that location, and so that really does work, and it is a thing, and I really enjoy that, and which is one of the reasons why I was going to listen to music during this run. Very low volume, I could hear what was going on. But the other thing is the earbuds that go inside my ears keep that cold air out of my ear canal, which actually prevents a lot of earaches in the wintertime. So
My gimbal is tilting left and right.
oh, weird.
I have to recalibrate it.
Hey, is that our hotel? No, that's it.
No, it's not. Our hotel's farther in town. So this is Moab, you guys. It's a tiny little strip town.
Rock shop, fossils. We should go in there. Dinosaur bones.
Yeah. Tiny little town. Almost everything is on this highway.
We should go in there.
I shouldn't actually say everything is on this highway because we haven't been off this highway.
Open in the morning. When we go out to dinner, if that rock shop is still open, I should come up to it so I could give the kids souvenirs because they would actually enjoy it. They like.
There are a lot of these out here.
Oh my gosh!
You can rent a 4-wheeler, a Jeep, a Hummer. I can rent a Hummer.
Oh, see, that's
Except that's illegal. Not in Nevada. Get it?
Oh.
Thought it was fun. There's a lot more restaurants on this strip than Google actually presented to us the first time we looked. So we went to, where was it? Eddie McStiff's.
Yeah.
Had a Cobb salad. The chicken was actually done well, so that's
My
something.
salmon was great.
The salmon looked good. I didn't try it, but salmon looked good.
I had a walnut spinach goat cheese salad. That was really good.
Well, after she was done with that salad,
with beets.
Yes, with beets. I tried one of her walnuts. Mia's a little overcooked. Almost
The
burnt.
walnuts were. I won't disagree, but that wasn't. It was still fun.
So we're back at our hotel.
Would you like me to drop you at the door?
Yeah. I need to see how bad the damage is. That jackass took the last spot. And he might not be a jackass. He obviously just wants to take a spot.
So I'm going to do this.
But he could be a jackass, you don't know.
Because it's just a little bit.
You never can tell a jackass from anybody else until they actually do something jackassery. But taking the closest spot because you just pulled into the parking, it's not really jackassery. It's more, I'm taking the first spot I found. Which there's nothing wrong with that.
We're just a little bit grumpy because we just ran 50.
Unless he's mentally handicapped, and then there's something wrong with that. Again, don't take offense. Or go ahead, I don't care. I'll blow you.
I think I'm crooked, but I'm okay at this point.
Okay, we're going to go in, take a shower,